Hi friends, how's it going? This is another one of our live streams. Um, let's see. As usual, just sort of checking out what's going on over there. Usually just give it a sec for like some people to show up. It shows you down there, it shows you how many viewers are hanging out, which is pretty neat. Hi friends, I'm Azalea and I'm here with Zarpa the fox. And we're going to talk to you guys about Petplay. Let me make sure all of my things are set up. This is how things usually go over here, where it takes me a minute to get everything in order. So, if you'll excuse me for just a second. I think you guys can see in the little chat window there, there's like, you can actually send messages and I will see those. So, how are you doing today? That's chat windows there. Yay! Everyone's saying hi. Oh. Yay, look at all those people saying hi. Hello. Yeah. Yay, I'm not late. No, you are not late. If anything, I was a couple minutes late, so you're just on time. Good job. Awesome. Yay. So as I mentioned a second ago, I am Azalea, and this is Zarpa the fox.
Hi.
Yeah. And it's totally up to you if you want to be like talking or just making fox noises. Yeah.
Oh.
How dare you be human, Azalea? Oh, but that's only temporary, because check this out. Zarpa just brought me... This is super exciting. You ready? Unicorn horns! Probably won't wear two at the same time, but look at how cute they are. They're all sparkly. I don't know if you can see the sparkles very well, but yes! So sparkly. So please, I was only human for a moment. It's just a clever disguise. Let's see if I can get this guy. Yeah, you can see the delay on the video. Ha! Oh my god, this is awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Aren't these cubes great? If you put them together, they make a really good perch size. See? I am a majestic unicorn. There was a... It almost looks like it should be like a searchlight or something. There was a phase in my life where everybody on the internet was sending me pictures of that boy with the like hunky unicorn boy with the purple and the pink and the sparkles, and they were like, "This guy is your soulmate." And it was funny because everyone kept sending it to me, being like, "Have you seen this guy yet?" And apparently he's finally making the rounds again. And so now I'm gonna get another wave of that. Maybe someday you'll notice me. If you put it in your mouth, you can pretend to be a walrus. There's so much glitter, though. I would get so much glitter on my face, in my mouth. So, hi, friends. So we are here to chat about Petplay stuff. I don't have my ears. I could have been wearing my little ears, too. Sad. Bummer. So, how many people are here, I wonder? Let me see if I can find that from here or if I have to go to the other window. Sorry, guys. It's always a little bit clunky, but, you know, it's getting slightly smoother with each one. There's 8 people. Neat. Yeah, it gets a little bit smoother with each one. A little bit easier to set these things up. So, someone else said 7. Cool. So some people were asking about, like, you know, you see a lot of like puppies and kitties and ponies around, but you don't see as many foxes. There's definitely more foxes than there were when I first started out in this scene, but you don't see foxes super often. So people were wondering, like, what does foxplay look like? So I was wondering if you could explain that.
Mm-hmm. So foxplay, the easiest way to figure out how foxes play is just like all the cute YouTube videos of foxes.
So lots of licking windows.
I've heard foxes be described as kind of like a mix between cat and dogs. Like they're all fun and hyper in energy at the same time that they're like still kind of temperamental and like can be a little solitary. So basically, it's like the best aspects of both. Plus, you get to be cute, and foxes are the best. I'm totally biased.
And you tend to steal toys a lot.
Yeah, I do. As a fox, I'm super mischievous. I love to steal toys, especially if there's a pet who has a special toy that they're the only ones allowed to touch it. I love to steal it.
See, this is why I don't bring when I'm gonna do puppy stuff. This is why I don't bring my favorite squeaky toy, because it is mine and no one else is allowed to play with it. So that would be awful. That'd be very upsetting. And foxes still wag their tails. There's lots of videos on YouTube of foxes wagging their tails. It's very cute. Bender camera. I don't know what that means.
It's from Future.
Cool. Yay! Hello, pup. There's a pup here. Oh, and I really like doing this with the live streams too. Do you guys want to comment real quick in there and see? Just let me know what are you a pet? Are you a handler? What kind of animal are you? Is there an animal you're curious about being that you haven't had a chance to try playing as? And then I'll read those on the video. So, while the fox gets scratches. So the chat doesn't get saved in the video, but I'll read the thingies out loud. God. Boop. Yay. Okay, so there is a beagle pup. Hello, beagle. And there's a bear pup. Oh, hey, I think I know who that is. Hi. Yeah. Look at the weird delay. You can see me petting. I'm a pup. Hello, pup. Pet griffin. Raven snow leopard mix. That is so cool. That's awesome. Do you have any pictures of that? Do you have any drawings of that? Because that sounds really, really pretty. Someone says, I'm late. No, you're not late. Oh, it's you. No, you're fine. You're fine. I started a couple minutes late and we're just chatting. But I got a unicorn horn. Check it out. Zarpa brought it. Someone is a wolf horse. What? Oh, I keep seeing your comments and forgetting it's you. Awesome. There is a wolf horse. Pup and giver of scratches. Not quite a handler. Awesome. Okay, so that was something we've been trying to figure out lately, is trying to find another word for the person who is a human who interacts with the animals. So if they're not necessarily their owner or their trainer, handler kind of works, but it still implies that you're holding onto a bunch of leashes and stuff. Kind of trying to figure out a better word for human counterpart. So there's no any pictures yet, but I'm working on it. Awesome. I know there's a bunch of people in the furry community who do commissions, especially of people's own unique animals. Winnie. Oh my god. Trainer, caregiver. That works. Okay. What do you call that weirdo who only comes over to pet your dog? Me. You called him me. I want to pet all the dogs. Reverse familiar. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, we're definitely getting there. Pet sitter, yay! That's cute too. These are cool. The person who only comes over to pet the dog. Hello, I am an Azalea. I would be absolutely delighted if that was a thing. Yeah, I've been telling people basically I want to be a magical enchanted princess that wears fancy sparkly dresses all the time and is surrounded by all the woodland creatures all the time. Maybe not all the time. I need some breaks once in a while, but I want all of the animals around me all the time because they're so great and they're so cute. Yeah. Azalea, question for you. How long does it take to put on your horse gear? So if you're talking about my original horse gear, from some of the pictures of me. So if you see some of the videos on YouTube or the older pictures of the full purple everything, not super long. I would say 10 minutes or something. I used to put on all my gear myself because I never officially had an owner as a pony. Sometimes people would grab my reins for a little bit, but they weren't my owner who would like always be the person to tack me up to put all my gear on. So I would just do it myself. So there wasn't like that like deliberate ritual of like putting the thing on and then the grooming and then putting all of the gear, all the tack. Because that would definitely take longer, and that'd be cool to have like brushing and petting and all of that stuff in between. When I'm tacking up my pony Daisy, it definitely takes a little bit longer because she has a lot of gear and it has a lot of like buckles and like layers and stuff. It's great. And part of that process is petting her and grooming her using the different grooming tools. And part of it is her, taking her little hooves and like pointing to me and like gesturing that I'm doing it wrong or I'm putting something on backwards, so then I have to fix it. Sorry, Daisy. I love you. So that would probably be more like maybe like a 15-minute, 20-minute process, something like that. For people who have like full body latex, definitely that would take longer because you have to do the whole latex thing. Anyone who's ever put on latex knows it's kind of an ordeal. It's fun, but it's an ordeal. That was a really long answer. Guess what? If you ask someone with ADHD a simple question, you're going to get a long answer. Just a fact of life. Oh, and now you're on the floor. Oh, I got a chair for you and everything. I guess that was unnecessary. You really don't have to sit on the chair. Oh, hello. All right. What are people saying? How common is the intersection of pet play with age play, as in little animals in your experience? I know a few people who play as young animals. In particular, I can think of a baby tiger, a baby lion. Those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head. Oh, there's a cat. No, there's a young fox. There's a fox kid. Yeah.
There's a fox kid.
Yeah. Which you're welcome to talk about if you'd like to talk about it. Sure. If you want.
Yeah, sure. One of my partners is a little fox kit that acts as her mama fox, and we're adorable together.
Oh my god.
And we just like rub snoots or like snoot all over each other, and it's really great.
That's so cute.
And I know she's watching right now, so hello, little kid.
Oh, cute. Oh. Someone says fox, not sure about specific name, is adorable. Yeah, yes, she is. Her name is Zarpa. Zarpas affectuosas. Did I pronounce it anywhere close to right?
Yeah, pretty close.
Yes. Sometimes my bear pup is little. Awesome. Yeah, back to the question again, ADHD. Thank you for bearing with me. Someone says, whoa, that fox talks. Wolf beast. Yeah, so I definitely see some of that where someone wants to play as a pet that's also like young and tiny and cute and adorable and wants someone to take care of them and love on them and pet them and cuddle and give them treats and stuff. And it totally makes sense for there to be that intersection. And also littles playing with pets is kind of the cutest thing ever.
Always a great mix.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Someone says they're a baby fox. Oh, they said hey.
Yeah,
yay! Yay! Cute. And their rabies shots. Oh no! I guess sometimes they have to get shots. Oh no, that's so sad though. But it's for the greater good. Let's see. So there was something else. Oh, just to check in with you guys. Can you hear her okay with the mask? I'm not sure how the sound is with it, so. Vet visits are very important for all animals. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I can hear her just fine. Awesome. Yay. Thank you. I appreciate it. And as I've said before, people watching my video end up being my tech support, so I appreciate the help. Oh, cute. Her little logos are like little fox. Yay. So you talked about a little bit about being a fox in that other video. There's like an interview video with Zarpa. I'll put a link in the description. Look, I sound like a YouTuber. I'll put a link in the description of this video so you can see the other video of Zarpa. And then there's a debate going on of whether they should go to the vet or not. This is awesome. So you talked about some of that about being a fox, but if you want to talk about it some more of like how you figured out you were a fox, maybe.
So when I was first getting into Petplay, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm definitely a pet. I mean, I was totally a furry and still am. So, but I was trying to figure out which kind of pet I liked, and
carry on. You were trying to figure out what kind of animal you were.
Yeah. I could already do like a purr like a cat, so I'm like maybe a cat, but like puppies are like super energetic and like maybe a puppy, and then like I have for a long time found foxes really cute and awesome, and like the videos are great, and then like keep seeing things about like I said, fox being like cat dogs, and I'm like, what if I could be both? Like what if I could be a fox and be super energetic and make purring sounds that all the other foxes on YouTube make? And I'm like, all right, yeah, that sounds pretty good because it satisfies all my requirements and foxes are great.
Yeah.
And yeah, then I was like, all right, so I'll be a fox.
Cool.
And started learning more behaviors and vocalizations.
So that's been helpful for you, is to like watch videos and like learn the behaviors of the fox.
Yeah.
Cool.
Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to see foxes in real life. Totally want to go to one of those fox villages one day.
Oh,
just be around
like
so
the
many
fox
foxes.
village in Japan.
Yeah.
Ah, that'd be amazing.
But other than
We got a field trip. All the foxes are gonna go down to Japan, and yeah. And I want to pet the foxes too, so I'll go too, even though I'm not a fox. Yeah. Everyone's going to Japan.
You say pet the fox?
What?
Pet the fox.
I want to pet the foxes. I want to pet all of the foxes and their cute fluffy faces. All right. I'll eat the vet for lunch. Oh no. No, you can't do that. To the fox, how did you feel about that episode of Playboy you were in? Yeah.
It was really great. There's some really great scenes in there, like me stealing the toy from the pup, or me wagging my tail and being adorable, or furring. I actually had more of an interview in it, but they cut all of it out for some reason. They did ask me a bunch of questions, but they didn't end up using it.
Bummer.
But otherwise, it worked out really well, and there's a lot of cute footage, and I think Anne explained things really well, so I thought it was good.
Awesome. I'll link to that video in the description too. The video of Zarpa. There was a Petplay episode of Playboy. There's actually been a few of them by now. And a bunch of the animals were all playing, and Zarpa was stealing toys from puppies and being very cute.
Also, the fun part of being on like a Playboy article is me like, oh yeah, I was in Playboy on one of the articles, but it's fun bragging rights.
Someone says, I've been recently watching different kink Petplay videos and was wondering. Just wondering about how it was being in that episode. Yeah.
The people were super nice and respectful. It was
great. The links don't work in the chat, so I'll have to link to it somewhere else. Yeah, there have been a few. There was that one, and there was the DomCon. There was a Petplay competition on Playboy TV, which is like the website channel. Like the episodes are a little bit harder to find, unfortunately. There was a Pony Play episode, and I was in that one as like a human talking about Petplay and stuff, or talking about Pony Play specifically, and riding a cart, driving one of my friends in the cart, which was really funny. It was funny to me. But that was a lot of fun too. There's definitely some Petplay stuff going on that like people are starting to notice it a little bit, slowly but surely. We're working on it. Someday the world.
Everyone will be pets and or handlers.
I hope so.
Reverse familiars.
Reverse familiars. I like that. I wonder if there's a way we could shorten that. Someone says that's not a full name. Question for any and everyone. I'm trying to find a name for my beagle pup self, but my name my former mistress and master gave me was Niblet. That doesn't really stick. Well, as far as pet names go, I guess you can go a couple of ways, right? Because you can have someone else name you because you're their pet and they can choose your name for you, or you can come up with something that you feel resonates with you personally. Azalea actually started out as my pony name. That was just the name I used when I was a pony, but then everyone started knowing me by it, so then I'm Azalea now, or Azalea Pony for websites that require a last name. And my puppy side has a name, which is Pixie, and my Griffin doesn't have a name. I don't know if it needs one. I don't know, what about you? How'd you get your name?
So originally I had various other names. So I always make my usernames like in Spanish because I am Latina. And one I had before was Aumenta, which didn't really work in like loud parties because no one could understand it. So I was like, all right, I need a new name. And I'm like, all right, what do I want to emphasize about myself? I'm a fox. I'm a very affectionate fox. I like the affection.
Yeah, I see you.
And I just wanted something cute and something that was like easy to pronounce for everyone and
for non-Latinas.
Yes.
Yeah.
And something that, was cute. So it's like, what parts of me, like affectionate, it's like afectuosa, and then like zarpas, I looked up as paw. I looked that up in a Spanish dictionary, so maybe that's not the most common term around here, but.
Oh, like Spanish?
Yeah. But yeah, it just kind of like, all right, zarpas afectuosas. It works really well. Can be shortened to zarpa. Although some people shorten it to zarpas, which also works because it's like paw or paws and zarpas. So I've been sticking with that one for a long time, and it's great.
Awesome, thank you. So for your beagle pup self, this looks really strange straight on. I've just been figuring out. Oh my god. For your beagle self, I would say think about what its personality is. Think of what it looks like to you. Maybe look up pictures of beagles online and see if there's a video of a beagle that you are like, that guy is great, or that girl. And like, I don't know, maybe name your beagle side after an IRL beagle as a way of like, I don't know, what do you call that? Emulating, honoring something.
Paying homage to?
Paying homage to. Thank you.
Foxes
So helpful.
Foxes are clever.
All right. Someone says, I want something that means something. My kink life name is Kira, but I just wanted to differentiate that two human space. Yeah, having a different name is really helpful for differentiating. So yeah, having a different name is really helpful for differentiating. But like I said, Azalea started out as my pony name, and now it's just my name everywhere. So, I mean, I guess when I'm a pony, you can still call me Azalea, because that's fine. But it's helpful, especially for like getting into Headspace or getting out of it, is like you can start the person, the reverse familiar can start calling them by their pet name, and that really helps to like trigger like, oh, okay, I'm being called pet name now. Or again, to help them come out of that headspace, to be like, okay, it's time to come out, and we call them by their people name. One suggestion I can think of, someone says, is go online, look up baby and pet names. Yeah, I did that for my pet. I found names and words in different languages that might fit my character. Totally. I know somebody who did that for her cat. We're just looking at names and just trying to know until something felt right. Totally. Yeah. So good luck. That's exciting, trying to find a new name. I'm really into names. Like maybe I read a whole bunch of fantasy stories as a kid, and like when someone is like go through a rite of passage and they're like named, and that name is like their name. That's a thing. I love that. Kind of a bummer. We don't really do that in my culture that much. Not really, except for like change your last name if you get married. That's about it. curious how many people are here, so I'm gonna poke it again. Excuse me a moment. So how's your week going, guys? Like, how are you doing? Again, the chat doesn't get saved, but the video will. So if you don't want me to read something out loud, please don't comment it. If that makes sense. 9 people. Hello. And I guess I could just ask you guys how many people. I don't know why it's not showing me on here. I really like ice-themed things. Ooh, and I love snowflakes. Thanks, guys, for being so supportive. I just lost a friend. That means lost me. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a bummer. Oh. But Snowflake, that would be a cute name. Or like anything snow-related. There's a lot of really cute names. Flurry. Avalanche. Wow. All right, everybody in the window, you can't all take these same names so that we don't end up with a whole batch of pets with all the same name. Yeah. So my entire giant bag of like squeaky toys and jiggly toys is elsewhere right now, and I don't have them all with me, which is very, very sad. But oh. Was a bad week, just very boring. Oh, bummer. I also wanted something majestic. Yeah, majestic. Free lunch at work tomorrow. Week equals made. Nice. Denali is the name of the mountain. Yeah, that's true. But Denali is already there's already the Petplay mistress. Their name is Denali Winter, and so they're super well known in the Petplay world. Just a heads up on that one. Squeaky toys are very nice, yes. Glacial Arctic. Arctic is nice. Yeah, got a bunch of them. More than one? Yeah, totally. Yeti. Oh my god, Yeti. That's so cute. Oh my god, especially if you were like one of those big fluffy dog. I'm trying to remember the name. There's like a giant white fluffy dog that's like in that movie, the Shaggy Dog or something. It totally looks like a Yeti. Yeah, definitely look up different languages and see what you can find. Oh, and you guys can finally get the answer to the age-old question of what does the fox. I'm sorry, it's such an easy joke to make, but I had to.
As a fox, I get it a lot actually. Like people will be like, see a fox and be like, oh, what does the fox say? Usually I'm just like, oh, or like, they have a lot of different vocalizations.
Yeah. Sometimes this fox does this thing where she'll like mock other people, or she'll like repeat what people are saying as fox sounds, and it's really cute. So you'll be like, I'm trying to think of an example. If I was like, you are so silly. Yeah. It's so cute. Yeah. Don't they yell too? Do they yell? Do foxes yell? Oh. Whoa. The neighbors are probably like, the heck is going? Like, no, you guys, I'm just watching YouTube videos of foxes. Don't worry about it. With my volume turned up really high. I've seen some people ask before, but you got the mask from Etsy, right? Okay.
From Surly Bunny on Etsy.
Surly Bunny? Cool. And they're still making stuff?
I think so, yeah. This mask is actually stubbed to a lot, and it's just molded leather. And it's like stood up to a ton of abuse, and I've been using it for years, and it's still holding up great. So I really like it.
At least 1 or 2 camping trips too, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Several fox hunts.
Yes.
Fox hunt.
Yeah. Want to talk about the fox hunt?
Yeah, sure. So fox hunts are basically like a human animal reimagining reconstruction of like old timey fox hunts. Basically, the kind of broad scheme is that there are foxes that get released, and they leave some sort of trail or leave to go hide. And then after a certain amount of time, the human puppies get released, and the puppies try to follow the trail. And this is all taking place in like a national park or something. So there's like things to climb and things to run under and places to hide. And the foxes are trying to evade capture, so they try to make it back to home base, or in some cases they're just trying to wait until time limits run out. And the puppies are trying to find them. The puppies can either sneak up or like start chasing, and then you have a puppy chasing a fox. And if the fox makes it back, they win. But if the puppy catches them, then they have to hold it in place. And then usually there are pony handlers with their ponies who ride out to where the fox is caught, and then they will take their tail and then escort them back to camp, as take their tail as sort of a trophy. Of course they give it back, but yeah, that's the general scheme of it. It's really, really fun, and it's funny because like I'm not a super naturey person, but like as a fox during fox hunt, I've like crawled under branches and leapt across rivers, and I have done so much fun stuff. So I really like fox.
Yeah, and there's somewhere like it's so many different kinds of animals, and like some are getting caught and some are doing the chasing, and then sometimes they'll like after one game of the chase, like the fox hunt, they'll switch places and be like, I want to try catching now, and they'll like, or like I want to be caught now, and they'll keep switching. It's a lot of fun.
Also, they're totally like non-fox animals that act as foxes, and non-puppy animals that act as puppies. You could have a trader fox being the one chasing.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't have to stay the strict species. It's just kind of it's just really fun, and people get to do what they want.
Yeah. There was one where I didn't have a handler, so I was just going on my own, and so when all of us were like, okay, we're gonna go set off, and I heard the dogs barking, so I was running after. So I was being a pony, and I was running after the dogs. And at some point, like the dogs were way up ahead, and I was like, in the woods. I was like, oh, guess I'll just sort of wander over here. I was like on my own as a pony, just sort of like wandering. Like, I mean, I think there's dogs barking up in the background, but I'm just doing my own thing. I wasn't thinking about like chasing because I was just being a pony. The only reason I was chasing the dogs is because I was like, oh, there's my dog friends. I'm gonna go run where they're going because they're my pony friends. But I was just like spacing out in the middle of the woods, like, guess I'm just being a horse. Which is still fun. It was still very fun to get that chance. All right, what are people saying? People are talking about their masks they got from Etsy. Someone asks, are you a certain species of fox? Cross, marble, or red, timber, red?
I'm primarily a red fox. You can see my white tummy, orange, black paws, red face. I mean, sometimes I like consider like, am I like one of those kind of domesticated foxes or like one of those tame foxes? But the base is definitely red. So red fox.
Kind of a tame fox. No biting with your sharp little teeth. Oh no.
I like to say that I'm a fox who's learned that if you act all cute and obedient, you will get head scratches and treats. So I'm like, yes, I'm consciously willing to do these things because treats and head scratches because I like this. Because foxes are clever and we know how to take advantage of the system.
You would. Someone says fennec. Oh, I want to be a fennec fox and cuddle fennec foxes forever. They're super, super cute.
They love digging too.
Yeah, and being in the way.
And screeching. They like screeching.
Screeching and just being hyperactive and crazy. Yeah, fennec foxes are super cute though. I used to have a fennec fox. Long time ago. Everyone's going, I want to cuddle foxes. Oh, someone's recommending the Bohemian Fox Shop on Etsy because they have amazing tails. Thank you.
I actually need to get a new tail. This tail right here during a fox hunt, a puppy reached out and grabbed it, and they cropped my tail, so now my tail is out.
Oh, sad.
So I need to get a new one. I also had a different one, but like in a play bag, it just disintegrated like into a bunch of little pieces. And I'm like, oh, it looked really good too. So I now just have this docked tail, which is it's a battle scar.
Oh, sad.
I really do need a new one.
Curse you, puppy, catching me and stuff.
That same puppy has caught me twice.
My wolf is in the chat, talking about how awesome their tail is. Yes, your tail is very nice. It is a very fluffy tail.
Yes.
You have a very fluffy butt. Wolf beast. And canines.
I'm not a canine. I'm a canine. I'm a vulpine.
Oh, okay, you are a vulpine. Yeah, it's a vulpine.
Canines and vulpines are both under Canada. But sorry.
Aren't they? But they're close, right?
Oh, it's the same family. Family Canidae. And then puppies are, or like canines are like genus Canis, and most foxes are genus Vulpes.
Good to know.
I'm clever.
Never grab a pet's tail. They don't know if it's a plug or not to. Yeah, that too. Also, it can be fragile. Yeah, don't ever grab a pet's tail. Like, I tell people, you wouldn't do that to a bio animal, right? You wouldn't do that to a real dog or a fox. You wouldn't just grab their tail. So don't do that to a human animal. Or yeah, just general. Don't grab other people's body parts or clothing without asking. Like, come on now. Basic. That's like being a civilized human 101. Get my feathers in a ruffle. Ooh, is this one new? The one with the little paws? That's very cute.
I got it from an anime convention. There was a furry artist selling art, and they gave away these free bands. So it's really cute.
Little bracelet, little rubber bracelet with all these paws around it. Super cute. And if any of you are ever interested in going to some of the Petplay events, if you come to San Francisco, there's 2 different monthly munches, just get-togethers that are both held at Wicked Grounds. Ta-da! So there's Stampede and there's Bring Your Human Animal Night. And then from time to time, there's also parties. So there's parties that happen in San Francisco. There's parties that happen down in LA if you're down there. So the LA Ponies and Critters do a lot of Petplay events too. There's other groups around the country, and I don't remember all their names. I'm so sorry. I know for the ponies, there's a Boston Ponies and Handlers, and they do a monthly munch, and they're working on getting some events happening and stuff. And I know they do a Pride Parade. So there are places to do this, or you can just do it at home. But it's nice to be able to do it with more people too. Someone says, question: what if a pup in pup space is sniffing people's crutches? How do you negotiate that? Body language. So if you were a pup and someone is sniffing your crotch, you're just gonna be like, or growl at them or something, bat at their nose. If you're a human and there's a pup sniffing your crotch, and what would you do if it was a bio dog? You kind of nudge them away. You're like, no, go away. Same thing, right? There's definitely problems with pets. Like the pet themselves is not asking for consent for sniffing people's crotches, but if you can respond in a way that tells them it's not okay, then they should stop. If they continue to do it, then I don't know, draw the line and be like, hey, dude, stop. Look, girl, get out of my crotch. So I generally have a policy of, if anyone is doing anything that I'm not cool with, depending on the severity of it, usually I'm just the first one is hey, please don't. And then if they continue to do it, then I'm like, bro. But at first just a gentle nudge of hey, not quite that degree of that. And I give them the benefit of the doubt in the first place. But if you don't respond to that, then I'm going to get a lot harder. larger. You mentioned those 2 munches at Wicked Grounds. Would you recommend one over the other for newbies? They're both different. So Stampede is usually there's like a long table set up, and people introduce themselves and talk about what kind of animal they are, if they're a handler, and then we talk about upcoming events and things like that. And then there's play that happens too. Like all the pets end up playing. Bring Your Human Animal Night is much more open, so it's just playtime. So depending on how you feel about either of those things, they both have playtime. I would say Stampede is a little more structured in that sense, just that like it has a period of time where we introduce ourselves. But yeah, it's cool. It's a space where you need to be wearing shoes and you need to be fully clothed. But you can be in pet gear. You can be playing on the floor. You can order. So Wicked Grounds is a kink cafe in San Francisco, and you can order your food or your drink in a pet bowl, and so you can have it on the floor or on the table if you like, if you want to be all prim and proper, and you can eat your food out of a pet bowl in the cafe. It's great. So I think they're both great. It just depends on what you're looking for. If you want more like actually getting to know people all in a civilized space, totally. If you want to just watch people play until you're comfortable with playing, then maybe more of a Human Animal Night. I think the Bring Your Human Animal Night is much more intimate and playful, usually a smaller group. Yeah, that's true too. Although it totally depends on the day. Totally depends on the day. And Human Animal Night is run by Denali Winter, who does a lot of super cool pet play videos and stuff too. So definitely check them out. I think their Twitter is the Petplay Mistress, something like that. And that's definitely a not safe for work, be over 18 or wherever is legal, and all the disclaimers and all of the everything. Yeah. Wish I had more things to show off, but all of my gear is in another location. My princess is in another castle. Oh, I have this lovely thing though. So this is for when I do get the chance to drive pony carts. It's a very lovely, lovely whip with a little thingy on the end. Bloop. And it's a thing for hitting too, apparently. And it's not like a mean hitty thing. It's just for poking and just for directing them a little bit. What are people saying? If you would love to follow me in my journey to become a pup. Darn, links don't work. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I would love to see your pup stuff. If you want to like link me to it on Twitter. If you want to link me to it on Twitter, my Twitter is Azalea Pony, or send me an email. My email is azaleapony@gmail.com. Are you seeing a pattern here? Yeah, I want to see like whatever you guys are doing with the pet play stuff, definitely. And if you want me to, if you want me to share it, let me know and I will share it. But I guess like give me that. Let me know if it's okay to share these things. Yeah, that'd be fun though. I want to see what you guys are working on. Pup Niblet, yay! And you were the one who was talking about possibly changing your name. So if you wanted to like let me know if you change your name or whatever. Oh, I don't have it with me right now. Bummer. No, I was working on a prototype for a new pony bridle, but I don't think I have that with me either. I'm designing some more pet play gear, so yep, yay, and I will share. Awesome. So I'm starting up a pet play supply store. It's going to start out on Etsy just to see how that goes. So it'll be a bunch of different people who make pet play gear all under one roof. And I'm sometimes incredibly biased, so I'm gonna pick out things for the store that I would use or that I know my friends would use, and that way you support the people who are making things. You support me in my own like doing pet play for a living thing, and I think it'd be really cool for us to like have that one store just for pet play stuff. Which there are definitely some that are like puppy play or kitten play or things like that, but I've not seen one store that's like all inclusive, all of the different pet play things. And then there'd be like cute frilly froofy things with sparkles and stuff, and like leather harnessy things, and all of the everything. Squeaky toys. Are you now? What? Who is this? What do you mean? What do you mean, are you now? Am I now what? Oh, this is a gesture I do sometimes where I'm not sure, where I'm just confused. It's like a confused puppy gesture of like, I don't know what's going on. Sometimes it's when I'm like kind of in trouble or something. Pelvic harness for a tail. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah, like harnesses for tails, definitely. Are you raising your hand as like you are one of the people who makes things? Because yeah, totally. Send me a message if you are watching this, and if you make stuff, if you make gear, definitely get in touch with me and let's chat and make this happen. So Daisy Doll makes gorgeous, amazing pet play gears or pony play gear. So she makes the masks, tails, hooves, and all of those things. There's somebody else I know who makes bow ties, and so I was talking to them about bow ties that could like clip onto collars. It would be super cute, like little paw print patterns or something. Who else did I talk to? A couple of other leather makers, and I'm trying to find people who make ears and tails, like fluffy, soft, like fursuiters who make just ears and tails. So I'm gonna chat with them too. Someone has a collar shop on Facebook. Awesome, Kitten's Choice Front. So there's a collar shop on Facebook called Kitten's Choice. If you guys want to go check that out too. That I run with my friend who is an alpha kitten, a serval. Oh, they have like all the little spots named Reed. Awesome. Hello. And there is another fox/griffin friend. Hello. Welcome. Yeah. The happy butt wiggle. Yeah. Yeah, totally. And also, yeah, really, send me messages, email me, tweet at me. Yeah, let's make this stuff happen, you guys. Hi. Everyone's saying hi. Hello. So part of this is just don't knock it over, please. Oh. Row. Oh goodness. The pony says tweet. The pony says tweet. Well, sometimes I'm a griffin, and griffins also say tweet. Griffins do not say tweet. I don't know. Oh my goodness. And again, my Twitter is Azalea Pony, so easy to find. Boops. Yeah, you got a boop. Oh, cute. Just as a fun little experiment, I'm trying out new things all the time. Yes, they are half bird, but they don't do tweets. How silly.
Do they do hashtags?
Griffins? Yeah, but they're claw marks. So I'm kind of doing like a couple of different experiments to see what happens. Any of you who are on Twitter, if you could do me a favor real quick and just tweet about the live stream, just say like I'm watching a live stream with at Azalea Pony and at Zora Affectuosa. Can't remember how it is.
Zora Affectuosa. Okay.
Zora Affectuosa. Okay.
I tried to get Zarpa Affectuosa, but it's actually one character too long.
Oh, that sucks. But yeah, if you could tweet about it, just like mention that this is happening. I kind of want to just see what happens. So that would be awesome if you could just go over to your Twitter machine real quick and save a thing. And I'm gonna do that too with my old phone. Boop. I'm on the Twitter machine right now. You ready? Here we go. Eagles, but I guess eagles don't tweet. I love all the different combos of griffins that I've been seeing around too. I still haven't quite figured out what exactly I look like. I think I'm just gonna leave it as like a shapeshifty thingy. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Sorry for the dead airtime. I don't know what they call that. I don't know.
There's a question.
But I don't remember what I was saying. I have no idea. It's gone. It's completely gone.
Someone's asking a question.
Someone is asking a question. Oh, I see. Hi, I just popped in. Oh, hello. I know who you are. Hi. If you're taking questions, how does one go about figuring out their specific species if they're interested in narrowing down from, for example, a cat? That is a super cool question. You just gotta follow your heart. Okay, that's the fluffy answer, which is also the real answer, which is like, what moves you? Like, what if you are like, I'm some kind of cat and it's a wild cat, but it's small-ish, or if you can feel like sometimes you just kind of get a hunch of like the size or like whether it's wildish or tamish. Try just going onto Wikipedia and being like wild cats and just look at all of them and read the descriptions of them until you find one you're like, huh, that could be it maybe. And then you go online, you look at more pictures and you look at videos and you're like, not quite. I wonder if when you look, there's like a similar one. You're like, aha, that's totally what I am. That's one of the really fun parts. This like getting to watch all the animal videos and look at all the pretty pictures and see like what makes you feel like, yeah, that's me. That's what I look like.
You know what one of the best parts of looking at animal videos is?
Huh.
After you've looked at enough and like you have a general sense, you like watch a video and you have that animal doing exactly the thing you do, and you're like, yes.
Oh, like something that you haven't seen that animal do yet?
Yeah, and you've just been doing it, but then it turns out that animal does it too.
Nice. Like what? What did you do?
There's a video of a fox and a dog on a bed, and one thing I like to do with animals is like, because mischief, of course, I like to go.
Quickly scurry backwards.
And there was a fox that like gently bit the dog's ear and then jumped back a bunch, and I'm like, that's me.
Ah, that's so cool.
And it was really great because I'd never seen that before.
That's awesome. Thank you. Oh, and someone says I've also been wanting to change my breed too, but it would be too much of a hassle. Also, Shiloh and Lulu, cats and dogs, are beagles. Someone says I'm not Azalea, but I'd suggest just trying to visualize yourself as your animal. Totally. Like, I suggest to some people to do meditation. It'll be like, just picture like I'm just gonna open my mind to being an animal. I'm just gonna chill and think of myself as an animal. You just kind of let it be kind of wiggly for a little bit, and like sometimes it'll kind of be one animal but not really, and then kind of be another animal, not really, and then like something will happen. You'll be like, huh, that's interesting. Wonder what's up, and you're like, huh, wonder where these antlers came from. Wonder where these friggin' giant feet came. Whatever it turns into, you just let it be its own creature. I'm also a little bit on the woo side from time to time, so sometimes I will talk about woo in terms of like spiritual stuff. Woo! It's less of like woo and more of like woo, But I am a woo practitioner, so that's what I do. I do the woo. Someone says, or looking at personality traits and temperaments of certain species and breeds and seeing which is like you. Yeah. If you're a dog, there's this really cute series on, I want to say Animal Planet or something, of different dog breeds, and they'll like put out like one dog at a time. They'll be like, this kind of dog, and they'll show you videos of it, and like, it's really good with kids.
I think it's called
It's
Dogs
got a bunch of health problems. Yeah, Dogs 101. Thank you. And that was a lot of fun when I was trying to figure out mine. And when I had my first human puppy, we were trying to figure out what the heck he was, and we'd like watch those, and it was really a lot of fun. If you have an Instagram, pets safe place and pets.safe.place and pets.coven post about specific breeds and species. Okay, and the video died for a second. Neato. Foxes, man. What? Don't complain about the foxes. They're great. Someone says bear claws. Yes! Yay! Anyone who follows me or hangs out with me from time to time will know that. Video, stop doing that. Sorry, the video keeps cutting out. I know, right? Anyone who hangs out with me will hear all of my same stories over and over again. Sorry. But with the bear thing, I tell people the story of like when I was brand new into the scene and exploring and going to the clubs in San Francisco and stuff in my wild, crazy youth. And I learned about puppies. I was like, oh, that's so cool. There's like puppies and there's ponies. I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool. Ponies. And they're like, doing pony things. And then I heard about bears and I was like, bears? There's bears? It's people who play as bears. And then I found out that it means large, hairy gay men, which is also great. But I was really hoping for bears. And so, yeah, I'm so excited that some people are bears. That's long story short. I'm so excited that some people are bears, you guys. For reals. Bears. I read this book a long time ago about a bear. It was kind of about this culture that had like bear worship, and the book was called Shardik, and it was by the author of Watership Down of all things, and it was such a cool story. And I've never looked at bears the same way again. They're just so gorgeous. There you go. Look at you, fox. No, like your ears. You have very nice ears. Someone was pointing out to me the other day that now I've been starting to talk to everyone as if they're an animal. Even I talk to I don't know, like inanimate objects or whatever as if they're animals. Someone says, ponies pull carts. How would I go about pulling a sled?
I have pulled a sled.
Ooh!
And I've seen puppies pull that same sled.
Mm-hmm.
So basically they had like, it was a sort of sled design that had like the platform where someone stands and like the hoop, and then like it reaches out, and then that has a bar, and then tie animals to that. And I got a sled harness, which had like straps all around, and then someone tied a rope from the harness to the sled. And we just kind of, at first we were like going slow, but I'm like, I'm a fox, I want to go fast. So I started like running and pulling the sled. It was really great.
Were you in the front?
There were times we were three of us, but when I was the only one pulling really fast, I was the only one.
So you were pulling just from the harness that was attached to your back?
Hmm?
Cool. Because I've seen ponies do like, you can have it just like that where it's attached like a weight belt or something, or just using your hands and pulling, or a combination of those things. So I was curious about that. But yes, anyone can pull a cart or a sled. Don't even tell you can't. You can do whatever you want. I want to see a bear pulling a cart, you guys. Can we make that happen? Please? Please, let's make that happen. It'd be really funny. I mean, it'd be funny like if you had like a little wearing like a tutu in the back, and there was like a bear pulling a cart. Let's make that happen. Apparently I'm also going to open a circus someday, so if anyone wants to be part of this circus, there's going to be a circus. You heard it here first. Thanks. Also, if you're still interested in recreating animal memes with pet players, oh man, I still want to do that. We're gonna do a series of videos of creating memes with pet players. It's gonna be super cute, like foxes licking windows, or just being generally cute. I might need to figure that out because it's hard to see your face with them. I guess so. We get a pane of glass and have you lick the window.
I don't like that.
I ended up telling some neighbors that they do bad things. Some people are starting to call you Wolfie. Oh. Awesome. Yeah. You start telling people that you're an animal, sometimes people respond to you kind of funny. Like, or they'll actually start treating you as the animal or start making comments about you being that animal, even if they're not necessarily involved in that world. It's kind of funny. I have so many people who refer to me as a pony, just like people who aren't even in the scene. Someone says, it's me again on my pup account. Yay! Hello! Yeah! So cute! Do you know any tricks? I don't remember if you know any tricks. Do you know tricks? Yeah, you want to show us some tricks? What can you do?
Will it show up on camera?
Maybe. Oh wait, someone says if you're into rope, you can tie a chest harness. Then attach a separate rope for each sled handle, also the hands of the trainer. Actually, thank you for mentioning that. I would love to do a video about using rope for pet play. So like using rope for harnesses or like rope harnesses to rig tails up to, and you can do head harnesses. I know Lee Harrington has a really cool head cage that you can use for ponies in his second rope book. Shibari you can use too. So if you want to do a video about like rope for pet play, let's make that happen too. Haha. Someone just said raw to vanillas. Haha. No one was surprised, I'm sure. Oh, now people are all talking about rope. Rope stuff is fun. Yay. Tying up friends. Oh, oh goodness. That's probably tricky to see. Let me see if I can get this go. If you want to see her jumping and digging. Let's see if I can get you. Do some jumping and digging. That was very good digging. Should take you out to a backyard or something at some point, though. And a happy tail wag. Yay! Rah, rah, rah. Oh. Yep. Again, you guys get to deal with my majestic camera work. Into the tummy rubs. Also, I do this if I'm like not sure if someone wants tummy rubs, but they're like lying like this. I'll sort of put my hand like this, like the scritchy fingers, be like, "You want tummy rubs?" Usually they're like, "Yeah," and they do the wiggle. And if they don't want it, they'll like roll away. Yay! Good girl. I'm gonna put this back to its full upright and locked position. Adventures in camera work with Azalea. Make you guys seasick. Sorry. Someone says, "Yay, I can chat." Yes, you can totally chat. Hi. I'm happy to see you. Oh, it is Echo. Wow. Yes. Yeah.
I was just wondering if I could say the name or not.
Well, it's a screen name.
Okay.
It's a screen name I've seen them use for pet play related things. So.
They're cute.
Yeah, they're super cute. My majestic camera work and my messy room. Neat. Awesome. Yeah, hello. Let me see if anyone is. Okay, so you guys said you did that. I'm probably gonna keep this going for another like 15 minutes ish, something like that. I don't know. Something. something, 15 minutes-ish. We'll kind of play it by ear. Just send a tweet. Thanks for allowing me to follow you. Yeah, totally. I'm glad to have you guys here. I love doing these live streams. They're fun because I get to hang out with you and I get to hang out with you. I hung out with my wolf one time. People were saying they would love for us to do like one of the munches and do it live, which would require everyone's consent at the event, like being okay with it. But if we had a special group thing and we just had like anybody who wants to be on the live stream can come out and play, it could be kind of fun.
What if during those Bring Your Human Animal nights, just like the back half of it is like everyone who wants to be recorded can go there?
We could set up like a video booth. Maybe. Yeah. Someone says, I love live chats more because you actually get to bond with each other. Totally. And it's cool to like, someone says, it's me.
Hi, go.
Yeah, they're cool because like, I like hearing about you guys and like, it's going to be really cool when the beagle is like, hey, guess what? I found my name. And I'll be like, yes, you found your name. Or when someone is like, this is the artwork of me as a, hang on, give me a sec. I want to say Raven and Serval Griffin. Was that anywhere close? I'm so sorry. But it's cool that like, this is a community, you guys. Like, this is definitely a community. There are ponies that I know who live in New Zealand who I've never met in person, but I've known them for years. There's people who like, oh my god, it could be a Shiba puppy Kim. Oh my god. Yeah, like there is definitely a pet play community, and so even if you're not necessarily going to events right now, you're still part of that, and that's cool that you get to like be connected to that world. And I want to help you make more of that happen and make events happen in your area too, so that you can do this stuff just whenever, because there are so many people who have fun being animals, and let's connect. Let's find spaces to do that together. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because community and stuff. I'm gonna do the thing again because I'm curious about the thing. Look at the thing. Let's say 13 or 18? 14. Okay, so that must have been 13 before. Cool. Hello, the 14. So anyone who came in a little bit later, just a refresher course, I suppose. I am Azalea. This is Zarpa. Full name Zarpas Affectuosas. I need to just make you say that instead.
Zarpas Affectuosas.
Yes, thank you. And Zarpa is my fox, and she is a very good fox. She's a really good like ambassador pet. So for people who are brand new to pet play and are like, I don't know what to do with animals, I'll be like, this one's friendly, and I'll be like, and I'll bring her over to someone so they can interact with her, and they'll be like, I don't know what to do with a fox. And they'll put their hand out, and then she'll do this, and she's great. Yes, you are. Yeah. Purple. Yeah, my entire life is purple. I mean, you see my logo over there. Like, I am the purple pony. Like, lots and lots of stuff in my life is purple. And the fox has purple hair. Some people were wondering if that was like starting to become a requirement to be my pet is to have purple hair, because at least 2 of my pets have some amount of purple in their hair. No. No. It's kind of a fun idea, but someone says I'm super stoked for Unleashed, the adoption fair. Yeah. Yeah, totally. So there's going to be a pet play party called Unleashed, or there's a party called Unleashed, and it's every few months at the Citadel in San Francisco, and they're different themes. So, so the first one we had like, I think there wasn't as much of a theme, but it was just a whole bunch of awesome stuff going on at once. We had like a vet station, we had a grooming station, we had an obstacle course, a big old play area for all the pets. And then the next one is called Adoption Fair, and so people can fill out sheets of what kind of animal they are, what kind of play they're looking for, or like, I guess let's have owners fill out sheets too. That'd be fun. Let's do that. And there's gonna be volunteers who are like helping connect people, and they can play with them. So you like play with a pet before they're like officially yours. You know that thing that I said before about like, don't go rushing into like, you know, a committed relationship on the first date. Like, you know, play together first, see how it works. And these topics are just going all over the place. I've not been able to finish a thought, but again, as I have mentioned before, ADHD, so thank you for your patience. My brain goes like this all over the place, which is really great for coming up with ideas. Not so great for finishing ideas. But, you know, we work around that. Yeah. And also, purple. What are you even saying? I'm looking in the chat and it's like all talking about the color purple. Sillies. Such sillies. So as another plug and thing I would like you to be aware of is that I'm doing the Petplay thing as my job right now, or as one of my jobs. There's a whole variety of things I'm working on right now, but I'm working towards being able to do Petplay full time. And one of the ways that I'm able to do that is through my Patreon. So if you go to patreon.com/Azalea, I think there's a link to it in the description right now. If you pledge a certain amount, so that means that every time I make a thing, every time I thing a thing, then you get charged whatever amount you pledged. And that really, really helps me. So it helps me to take more time away from my day job to make this stuff happen, to make like videos and classes and events and those things happen. And I have a bunch of people in the community who are helping me do this and like are supporting me. So Amanda Palmer gave the really great visual of crowd surfing, where it's like the person is being supported by the people. Like you kind of have to just trust them at that point. Just trust that like they're not gonna let you fall. Like that's what I'm trying to do, is ask you guys for help in making this happen and being able to do this way more and make more Petplay things happen, and like travel to other cities and make Petplay parties happen and classes, and like make things like make Petplay more of a regular thing for us and not like something you have to hide. And like you shouldn't have to pretend that you don't ever pretend to be an animal. Like, you know, it's kind of the most harmless thing in the entire world. Sometimes you just want to be an animal, and it's a lot of fun. And so I want to share that with more people. So if you are able to, and if you want to, I would love for you to join my Patreon. Again, it's patreon.com/Azalea. And I super appreciate it. I see everyone who joins it, so I will see you and I will thank you and I will send you a message. If you're over a certain amount, I'll send you a postcard. Actually, whoever wants, if you want a postcard, if you pledge, I will give you a postcard. Just mention that you were here in the video and I'll send you a postcard, a handwritten thing. Again, that like connection of really meeting you and getting to like see who you are, and you get to see who I am, and we can make cool things happen together. Right? Yeah. And that was a really roundabout, I feel like that was a really roundabout description of how the thing works. But, and also if you're not able to pledge right now, if you could just do me a favor and mention it to other people and share it, that is also super helpful. Like sharing the videos, yay, someone got one of my postcards in the mail, yay, you're welcome. Yeah, if you can share it, if you want to share the videos, if you find other cool Petplay stuff and you want to like mention it to me on Twitter, I will see that, and I'll help share that along. Like, let's keep this going and make more things happen together. Long-winded explanation. Oh, yeah. How are you feeling, guys? How are you doing? You doing okay? Just realized I always forget that these live streams go on way longer than I always expect them to. But they're fun. fun, and I'm hanging out with my animal friends. And a few of your animal friends are in there too. Yay. Yeah. How are you doing? Yeah. You good? Okay. I love the scratches. Thank you for being so good. And thank you for being helpful. You answered lots of questions, and you were extra cute, and you did some tricks, and you did some good jumping, and digging. Oh, the digging! Oh. These are so cool. I need to get a pair of these things. Very good paws.
They are motorcycle gloves, and they're padded both on the outside and the inside, which is great for outdoor play. Because the first thing you learn when you do pet play is that you need knee pads. And if you're doing a lot of jumping like I do, then you need padded gloves. And it's nice because I can walk like this or like this, and I can do a bunch of my jumps. And my hands stay pretty well protected.
Cool. Do you ever go like this, like walk like this, or do you like go like up? I don't know if you guys can see the different directions, or like this.
I tend to do like this.
Okay.
If my hands are or my paws are super tired, then we'll occasionally go like this for a little bit. Never really tried this one.
When I'm a pup, usually if I'm just chilling, if I'm just like resting, I'll put my paws like this. But if I'm walking at all, I'll do this. It's, to me, it feels kind of like a gorilla thing, like kind of going like this. But you know, I don't like that it feels gorilla-ish and not like cute little paws. I'd rather be able to do this, but my wrists can't handle that. My wrists are kind of wonky. So. And when I'm a pony, it's like this unless I'm wearing hooves. If I'm just going like this with my hands or with other like fingery gloves, and I'll just put my hands out here like little hooves. Awesome. You don't need the extra wrist support?
I've never tried it.
I feel like that might be helpful for me at least.
Generally, it's not really my wrists that get tired. It's my arms.
Good to know. Awesome. It's talking about different paw positions. I still want to do a video of myself in pup space, but I've done like little snippets of it, but not like full on being a puppy. So that could be fun. More pony videos. I'd like to meet a human gorilla pet. Yeah, seriously, that'd be cool. Oh man, just like recruit somebody and be like, so here's the deal, you should be a gorilla. That'd be fun. Yeah, that might be worth renting a gorilla costume for. Just to have fun with it. The closest I've seen, I don't see very many primates, oddly enough. Yes, because where's the fun in that? Because we're already doing the primate thing. There's a lemur, and I've seen sloths are primates, right? I'm gonna get in trouble for that one. I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble if I'm wrong. I think sloths are primates.
I think the chat will correct us if we're wrong.
I think the Sloth Council will correct us if we're wrong. Whoops. Hello, sloth friend, if you're watching. Someone says, I know a sheep pet. She looks so cute. Oh, a sheep. My wrists for support like boxers do. That's cool. Super duper cheap at Sports Basement. $5 for a pair of wraps. Yeah, it's probably the same type of wrap I use sometimes to make paws or make pony hooves. It's like it wraps and it sticks to itself, but it doesn't stick to anything else. Super fun. And then you can't open up your hands, and you know all the implications of that, being able to tie people up into things. Primates are too close to us. Yeah, like that's not fun. Not as fun. Anthropoids.
Anthropoids?
Lemurs are primates. Sloth are their own family. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry, sloth. Oh. Sloth are their own family. Neat. Well, I am going to wrap this up. Does anybody? Ooh, Fun news of the day. Sloths are related to anteaters and aren't part of primates. What? A sloth. A sleuth. You're an anteater. You're like an anteater. There's a sloth who I hang out with sometimes who is also surprisingly good at catching. Yeah, he was one of the better hunters, I remember. Somehow. I don't know how that was even possible. And he tends to watch these too, so this is fun. And now we know he's part anteater. Nice. Anthropods are primates that have noses like us. Huh. Interesting. My caregiver called. I'm gonna have to leave. Bye guys. Bye. And I am wrapping up this video now. A banana shares 50% of its DNA with human DNA. Weird. Bye Kira. I'll see you on other parts of the internet, I'm sure. So guys, I'm wrapping this up. If anyone has any last things you want to say, if they want to add, if you do Petplay stuff, if you do videos or articles or anything like that, if you want to share, tweet at me on Twitter. Send me an email if you want to do that. And someone says, I like your shirt. Thanks. Yeah, isn't it a great shirt? It's from my favorite cafe ever in San Francisco. Yeah, it's we're wrapping up here. Yeah, if there's anything else you want to share, totally send me a message. Let me know. I'd love to see.
And if you'd like to know more about Foxplay or just to talk to me or about Velociraptor Play, because I do that too.
Oh, we'll talk about that another time. Totally.
Yeah, feel free to send me a message. Twitter, Tumblr.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter is Zorra Afectuosa, and Tumblr is Zarpa Afectuosa.
Awesome, thank you. And I think I already added your Twitter in the description. If not, it will be there after I finish this up. Mm-hmm. And she is a very good fox, and she is very friendly, and it's very, very fun to talk to. Mm-hmm. Someone says boop. Well, boop. Unless you were booping me, in which case. Oh my goodness. I just got booped by a fox. Someone says, it's from Wicked Grounds. Shameless promo. I talk about Wicked Grounds all the time. Wicked Grounds is so great, and they let the human animals come and play and order things at pet bowls, and it's super awesome. I lurk there all the time. You should go to Wicked Grounds and stuff. Yeah. So bye, friends. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. Those of you who tweeted out, thank you for tweeting about this. And I hope to see you around soon. Bye, friends.